What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
The pilot Yevgeny Luzev competes in RDS-GP 2022 for Syntec Fresh Auto Drift Team, which won the team classification last year. Yevgeny himself got acquainted with drifting back in 2008. His first race was held in Irkutsk at the Trad Stadium. In 2012 he built a Jiguli with a 3S GDE engine and came to drift battle on the Red Ring Highway in Krasnoyarsk, but he was not allowed to compete. It was after this rejection that his first Toyota Mark II in 81 body came along. I bought a completely standard Mark II and drove it through 2 stages of Drift Battle 2012 at the Red Ring. At that time I didn't understand which car was better suited for drifting, and I didn't have much experience, but I liked driving. The Mark-I had a clear vision of what needed to be changed in it for racing, so I brought a second car of the same type straight from Japan. We didn't have specialists in the subject then. I just understood how I needed to do it, felt how the car steered, how it drove and so on, and did everything by instinct, recalls Yevgeny Luzev. The second car had already begun to be prepared for the competition in earnest. A safety cage was welded in according to the regulations. A 500 horsepower motor was assembled, the front suspension from Nissan Silvia was put on, and so on. From the very first season Yevgeny drove it to the top 3 prize winners. The first were Arkady Tsegratsev and Georgy Chivchyan. Luzev was the third. 2 seasons in a row passed like this. The pilot was satisfied with the car, so there was no sense to build something new. Since then Yevgeny Luzev has always been driving his Toyota Mark II. Of course, every year this car gets new improvements, and in 2020 it was completely rebuilt. Exterior and interior. The exterior of the Drift Baller is built according to the classic recipe, all external body elements, except for the roof, are replaced with plastic to reduce weight and make repairs easier. The car is fitted with an extension from Monster Service. All windows, except for the windshield, are replaced with polycarbonate. There was no need to think about the choice of color. The body was simply painted in the team livery Syntec Fresh Auto Drift. By the way, the first Mark Eugene was also red. Wheel discs are from Skill, and their design was developed specially for Yevgeny Luzev. The interior is also made simply and in a sporty way, removal of everything civil, homologated frame, buckets, 5-point seat belts. OMP steering wheel, custom torpedo and dashboard from MoTEC. Tech. Actually, in the headline, we're a bit of a liar. The matter is that the power of this car is not 1000, but only 953 horsepower, but the torque reaches 1000 Newton meters. And such power is not removed from V8. Under the hood here is 2JZ GDE engine with Brian Crower stroker kit, increasing the working volume up to 3.4 liters. The engine itself is slightly shifted inside the wheelbase for better balance. In pair with it works sequential 4-speed gearbox of TTI company. At the same time, the gearbox here is a factory one from the 81st Mark, but with 2-way locking, and drives with a cardinal are also stock. The list of modifications that allowed to remove almost 1000 horsepower from the 3.4-liter is extensive. Piston group from SR, connecting rods Carrillo Pro H, liners and half rings Clevite, camshafts GSC Power Division S1, lightweight crankshaft Brian Crower BC 5309LW, air filter AEM 102mm, turbine Precision GEN2 PT 6870, as well as a system of dry sump PHR. Engine oil is used team-wide, Syntec, and is changed after each race, because drift cars experience maximum loads in the races. By the way, on alcohol-powered cars the engine oil is changed at the end of each race day. The fuel system is also sporty. In the trunk there is a homologated tank radium, inside which 3 pumps work, and the engine is fed by injectors Injector Dynamics 1300, supplying fuel SF 108 turbo. The cooling radiator is also at the rear. The front suspension here is from a Nissan Silvia S15, the subframe is custom, CNC fabricated, and the arms and knuckles are from Max. The rear suspension is custom from Swapworks, but is based on parts from a Toyota Mark II. All around, Spectrum SM50 Neo Drift Spec struts are installed with adjustments for stiffness, compression and rebound resistance. allowing for maximum fine-tuning of the car's suspension to provide the best possible grip and smooth shifting during drifting. On the track, despite the car's power of 950 horses, in competitions the pilot uses the setting for about 800 forces, the first of 3 preset programs. Full herd works rarely when there is a lot of hitch and it is necessary to throw up horses. Besides, in this season of the RDS Grand Prix the monotire is used and there is no need for maximum power. I grew up on the Red Ring. This track is very interesting, technical, and not every driver can drive it competently. You need to use the right trajectory techniques and fine-tune the suspension. Moscow tracks are more walkable and they require a different driving style. In Krasnoyarsk you can drive a 500 horsepower car and calmly fight with 800 horsepower monsters, says Yevgeny. According to the results of the past 3 stages RDS GP 2022, Yevgeny Luzev takes the 5th place in the team standings and Syntec Fresh Auto Drift takes the 2nd place in the team standings. There are 4 more stages ahead, the nearest of which will be held on July 23rd to 24th in Krasnoyarsk. In conclusion, tuning the Toyota Mark II to achieve 1,000 horsepower is no small feat, but with the right modifications and dedication, it is certainly attainable. From enhancing the engine's performance to fine-tuning the suspension and brakes, every aspect plays a crucial role in transforming this classic vehicle into a powerhouse. Remember, the journey of tuning is as rewarding as the end result, so embrace the process and enjoy the ride. Thank you for joining us on this exciting exploration of the Toyota Mark II, and we hope you feel inspired to take on your own tuning projects.